Good morning. This is Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag outlook for Thursday, April 25th. Two-sided trade here overnight is starting to drift a little bit to the downside here. Prices are down about 6 to 7 cents right now in soybeans, steady about a penny lower in the corn. Products lower in the meal, $3 to $4. Oil prices are just steady to slightly lower. Higher, however, across the board in the wheat. Large speculative traders did buy another 4,000 to 5,000 contracts of wheat yesterday as prices continue to benefit from a short covering bounce. Moderate selling in corn and soybean oil yesterday with little change in the soybeans and soybean meal. As a whole, speculative traders do remain pretty heavily short across the agricultural space as we remain very early in the U.S. planting season. Export sales later this morning. Yesterday's EIA report was a bit disappointing as production did fall 3% from the previous week. It was the second lowest of the marketing year, while also well below the pace needed to reach the USDA corn usage forecast. Scattered rains are starting to pop up on the radar here today across the western corn belt by early next week. Cumulative rainfall totals expected to be over 2 inches, some areas 3 inches plus. While this will certainly slow planting progress in these areas, it will also bring relief to areas still impacted by drought. Much lighter totals across the eastern corn belt where planting opportunities will still exist. Also, some areas across the southern plains are not expected to pick up meaningful rain here as drought conditions only deepen. We do get an updated U.S. drought monitor shortly. Beyond this rain event, overall weather pattern does appear to be shifting to that of a much above normal trend as we get into May. In South America, heavy rains will threaten the remaining soybean harvest across the far southern areas of Brazil in Rio Grande do Sul. Dry weather across the central and northern portions of the country as monsoonal rains have effectively ended. Showers in Argentina will favor the eastern parts of the growing regions, which should enable good harvest opportunities across the central part of the country. In Europe, eastern parts of Ukraine and southern Russia and into Kazakhstan will continue to see a drier than normal pattern here, and without meaningful rains by early to middle part of May, I would look for start to see some significant cuts in winter wheat production here. Algeria reportedly bought 200,000 metric tons of durum in their recent tender. Price paid is believed to be between $395 and $410 per metric ton, depending on the size of the vessel. They also reportedly bought a small amount of feed, wheat, and soybean meal. Overall, corn prices do remain in a sideways trading pattern, so far not able to penetrate overhead resistance at last month's high, also some key moving average resistance above the market as well. In soybeans, to me, the path of least resistance still appears to be to the downside, despite failure to establish new contract lows late last week, enabling prices here to bounce. And short covering wheat continues to bring some price appreciation here. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day.